Fletch, it's been announced today that you've been honoured by the Football League with the Sir Tom Finney Award. I imagine you must be delighted.
Oh, absolutely. I'm overwhelmed to receive such an award. I thought my time had finished, retiring at the end of last season and all the awards that I accumulated. But no, it's fabulous to find out that I'm going to receive this award on Sunday night at the Football League Awards.
Over 20 years on since you first came here as a youngster from Hartlepool, did you ever imagine you'd spend such a long time here and you'd be here today receiving this award? Absolutely
not, and I think when you're a youngster you can only see the next game or the next month, never mind a year after year contract, and 20 years is a long time. It does pass so quick. I know it's a thing that's said easily in football, time flies, and it does. It seems like only yesterday I was making my FCB first appearance away at Preston on the plastic pitch, and 20 years later, sat in my stand getting interviewed for the Sir Tom Finney Award, which is he's a special player, one of the best players that England has ever produced, and to receive that award, I'm very honoured.
I mean, you've achieved a lot in your career, promotions, records, but how does this rank?
Yeah, it's got to be one of the nicest things to achieve and receive. You're honoured by the Football League itself for what I've contributed over the 24 years I've been a player. And it's not something that's given by the supporters. It's looked upon from a representative from every club, and you can't really put into words how I felt when I was told the other week that I was going to receive this award. I'm an emotional guy anyway, so hopefully I might be able to hold it together on the night, but yeah, I'm very honoured, and it's got to be right up there with anything I've achieved in football.
I imagine there's a lot of people that you kind of have influenced you and helped you along the way that kind of you've got to thank for this award as well.
Yeah, and it's ironic you say that, because being the Sir Tom Finney Award, my granddad, who played for England, played with Sir Tom Finney. My granddad played for Derby County, won the FA Cup with Derby, but he also got capped 3 times for England. And Sir Tom Finney and Stanley Matthews and people like that were in the same team. So it's nice that I'm getting the Sir Tom Finney Award from my granddad, who really got me interested in football. He used to stand in the back garden when all my friends were out playing on the swings or out doing things that I just wanted to play football. And he'd throw the ball to me, controlling it, chesting it, heading it, just learning all the basics. So without my granddad's influence, when I was a teenager growing up, I might not be sat here now. And yeah, it is ironic that it was a Sir Tom Finney Award. But my parents have been brilliant. They followed me all over, especially with the distance we've had with me travelling down to Bournemouth. There's 300 plus miles away, and they've come to many games. And the managers who've managed me throughout the years, started off with Cyril Knowles at Hartlepool. Without him I wouldn't have even got a professional contract, to Tony Pulis signing me for Bournemouth, and Eddie Howe looking after me and let me play on till the ridiculous age that I ended up finishing playing. But I've had some fantastic managers, Sean O'Driscoll and Mel Machin. I've been very honoured to play under them people, so everybody's had a massive influence in my career.
I imagine receiving an award like this kind of makes you look back and kind of reflect on what you've achieved. What are your kind of standout moments really from your career? It
does, because when you receive an award like this, you always think, why? I know I've played 800 and something games, but there's got to be more to it than that. And I've had some fabulous times. I mean, everyone knows I've not played at the second tier of English football, which is a little thing that does grate me a little bit. I would have loved to have just played 1 minute in the Championship, but I played at Wembley, which was a boyhood dream. In 1998, to walk out of Wembley in front of nearly 70,000 people, scored in the playoff final at Millennium Stadium. Got my one and only hat-trick, broke the club record appearances, and little things like that along the way. Obviously, the stand named after me. I mean, that's one of the most honourable things that any player could have. So I have achieved a lot more than I ever dreamt I would when I first started out as a 16-year-old at Hartlepool United as an apprentice. And it is only when you sit back and you speak to friends or speak to yourselves that people remind you of the other little things you did. And it might not always be the fantastic achievements. It might just be something, a little goal or something you set up, or an appearance you made at a hospital or somebody's house or a charity event. And you think, wow, I have accumulated a lot in the 24 years I've played, and not just on the field but off it as well.
And of course, many players when they retire go on to pastures new, but you're still here.
Can't get rid of me, Kel. Why do I want to leave a club that I love? Listen, there might become a time that I have to, whether it's the club's position to do that or myself. But when I was offered a position of a scout and obviously now head of recruitment and to be ambassador for the club, yes, I probably could have played another year or two and been an impact player at a League One, League Two club, but I didn't want to do that. I don't want to leave this town. I don't want to leave this club just to go and pursue my career. I have nothing to prove at the age of nearly 41 to keep playing. I'd enjoyed my time. Yes, I was gutted because we'd got promoted to the Championship and I couldn't play in the Champ. But apart from that, that's the only negative really on what I've had a fabulous career, albeit at the low leagues. So hopefully I'll be here for a few more years. My face will be around here for people to have a whinge at.